it is tax season, and this video is mainly geared towards, I suppose, day traders and swing traders and anybody that's investing in the stock market or really any market. But in all actuality, I guess this is more of a life video, kind of more of a, hey, just general, you want to build wealth, you want to truly make the most of the system, then this would be the best advice that I can give you. So again, sure, you definitely want to get and do this if you're a day trader or swing trader. But as a whole, if you're somebody that's like, no, you know what, I want to take control of things, I want to build wealth, and I don't mean wealth in a greedy, savage kind of way. I just mean wealth in, you know what, let's work smarter, not harder. So what is the best advice I could give you? Well, the way I'm going to approach this is I'm not going to disclose the source here, but and here's another little mini life lesson. When you surround yourself with other people that are kind of cut from the same cloth, iron sharpens iron, then you have conversations, you bring up certain points, and not in a bragging way, not in a look at me, I'm so great kind of way, but in a, hey, this worked for me. Hey, this was a good decision. Hey, this helped me get a little bit ahead. And that's great, right? Everybody pulling each other up, not people trying to drag other people down. So that's who I prefer to hang or surround myself with. If you like to surround yourself with people that are always griping and complaining, that's fine. But so that's how this all came up. That's how I got this information. I don't go to my friends and say, excuse me, I need to see your tax information. No, this was something where it just comes up because, well, yeah, I think that's what true friendship is, right? You're always trying to make each other better. But anyways, I won't go all mushy-gushy philosophical on you here. So what is the advice I can do? Well, let me just set this up here. We had one of my buddies, and everybody's got two choices, right? You can do it yourself, it being taxes, or you can go and get yourself an accountant. What I would recommend is a CPA, certified public accountant. And that's really the two choices here that we all face. Nothing revolutionary here. But the numbers to assign this was doing it yourself using TurboTax. Let me make sure I got the numbers right. Yeah, this person was supposed to get an $8,500 refund. Now, I don't know what TurboTax cost. I think it was right around $50. So, this is still, you'd have to have paid for somebody else to kind of do it. But at the end of the day, you're basically doing it yourself. But point being, TurboTax, the tax refund should have been $8,500. However, this person was like, you know what? I'm going to go and pay $300. So this person, I'm going with the CPA. That's going to cost them $300. But here's the cool part. And
zero on 300.
Good thing the camera guy's here. He's got my back. He's paying attention. But paid $300. And here's the back line. This is all for the same information. This is what he entered into TurboTax, and then this is the exact same information that he sent to the CPA. In other words, this is not like apples to oranges. This is apples to apples. Same information all the way through. And the CPA says $11,500. So how should we look at that? Well, by paying $300, that led, not to insult your intelligence, but that's a $3,000 difference, right? $11,500 getting back versus $8,500 getting back. Well, that led to, let me change up the colors, $3,000 more. Not to insult your intelligence, but to pay $300 to get $3,000 more, that's a great what? If you're saying, well, that's a great return on investment. Exactly. That is the best advice I could give you. Invest into one of these. Find yourself a CPA. Find yourself an accountant that's going to, quite literally, make the system work for you. This is why I have no problem. Oh, such and such doesn't pay tax, or such and such didn't pay as many taxes. Are they breaking any laws? No. Well, then, sounds to me like they made the investment into somebody that knows how to make the system work for you. And that's one of the greatest things you need to be out there doing is, how can I work smarter, not harder? And I get it. At the forefront, it's easy to say, well, TurboTax only costs $50, for example. I don't know what it costs. Compared to a CPA, $300 when I can just go to TurboTax? That's true, but look at these end numbers. $300 to get $3,000 more. And maybe you already do this. Maybe you already are like, oh yeah, no kidding. But for me, for the longest time, I was one of these cheapskates. Just, I'll do it. And then eventually my tax returns got way too complicated because yes, I have the business, then I have trading, then I have real estate investing. So my returns are just, I'm not smart. I have no idea how to do my taxes. I'm not smart enough. But I will sadly say I was in the stingy camp. No, I'm going to do it myself. But in hindsight, and then hearing from this friend and seeing it myself, it is the best thing you can do. Pace, and you're not even paying. Really, the key word there is you're investing into somebody to make the system work for you, to make sure that you're getting every nickel and dime that is possible. Once again, I'm not saying that you got to find somebody that's going to break all sorts of laws. No, I'm saying everything is above board. And that's why, those big companies where sometimes people are like, oh, it's a scam that company doesn't pay. No, it's not a scam. But you know what that company's doing? They probably have a whole floor of accountants and CPAs that they're paying millions of dollars to make the system work for them. And if that's how the system works, then fine. Play by the rules, but make sure the rules are working as much as possible for you. And that's what a professional is going to do. So that is what I would recommend. And like I said, let's just set trading aside, set investing aside. If you want to build wealth, if you want to make the most of things, then a CPA is one of these people that you need to have part of your team. You need to have them in your contact book, and you need to just be able to reach out to them whenever you have any sort of questions. And a quality CPA is going to be able to say, even beforehand, that's even more the value, is if you see some changes coming up, send them an email saying, hey, I'm thinking about doing this. Is that wise? Should I be doing it in a little different way from a tax perspective? And that's where a CPA really comes into play. So I can't emphasize this enough. And no worries, I'm not going to now recommend some sort of CPA. There's no affiliation here. There's no nothing. This is just from life experience and just mathematical facts. I mean, when you see these numbers play out, why wouldn't you invest into a CPA to make the system work for you? So that is my best advice I can give you tax season wise, is don't even try to do it yourself. And I don't care how basic your return is, because if your return is very, very basic, that number's going to be much, much lower. And but you're still going to get the same types of returns. So if it doesn't matter how basic or how advanced it may be, just get somebody in your corner that's going to be able to make the system work for you. So hopefully this helps. I don't know, do you have any experience? I would love to actually hear some of your stories if you're willing down in the comment section. Did you kind of do this test where you checked it out in TurboTax first or any software, and then you gave the same information to an accountant and they're like, TurboTax is garbage. Because of this, that, and the other, we can do this, and then you come out with a bigger number. I'd love to hear more of those stories, and that way maybe viewers can see that this stuff does exist, and it can encourage them to make the investment into a CPA. So yeah, leave those comments down below. If you enjoyed the video, if you want me to make more of these, I don't know what you want to call them, life lessons, wealth building lessons, hit that like button, and also just check out the channel as a whole. Hope you decide to subscribe. Thanks for hanging out. First off, thanks so much for watching the entire video. Real quick, before you go, I want to invite you to a live webinar, web class, training, workshop, online event, whatever you want to call it, but it will be me live revealing to you what I've discovered that has allowed me to transform myself from being an employee to being my own boss, including how I had only one losing day out of 73 days in total. I'm going to cover 3 keys that have helped me unlock profitable consistency within the markets. The first key is super weird, but in a productive type of way. The second key is super awesome because it quite literally is wired into our DNA as humans, making it very easy to use. But in a cruel way, this becomes a pitfall for many traders. I'll explain it all though, including how to avoid the pitfall that it creates for some. And yeah, the third key, when you hear it, sounds way too good to be true, but it's not, and I'll show you how it all works. Then at the end, I open it up for a question and answer session that is, again, totally live. Even if you can't make the live session, please still sign up as it will be recorded, and you can go back and watch the replay that I will send you. Click the image on the screen or click the link down in the description box so you can get the date and time and claim your spot, which I should note is limited due to the fact that this truly is a live event. If you have any questions, let me know. If not, I'll be seeing you soon.